Welcome to the MSJC Internet Authoring Videocast.
In this video, you will be learning how to create value-producing methods. When we're talking about value-producing methods, we're talking about the methods produce value. So what that means is they return data. And so in order to set that up in the header, we need to put in the type of value that will be returned. So integer, char, double, string, whatever the actual data type is that'll be returned by the method, that needs to be identified in the header of the method. Here I have a new Java NetBeans project open. I've called it GP7B, and I've also imported the Java Util Scanner class because we'll be taking some input in this particular program. So to create a valid value producing method, as I mentioned in the opening here, we have to identify the data type in our method header. So we're going to go ahead and create a new public int get value method. And you'll notice I'm getting a red squiggly here. That's because we added the return type here in our header, and so the Java Beans program is just detecting that we have not yet created a return value in our custom method here. So the way we're going to set this method up is it's going to go ahead and take input from the user. So let's first prompt that user to enter a number. And then we'll go ahead and set up an integer named val that we'll use to take input. So let's go ahead and create our instance of scanner up here. So scanner in, be assigned a new scanner system in. Didn't like that, did it? All right, so system in. Now we can go ahead and assign the input from the user then to our val variable. So it'll be in in next int. And then we just simply want to return the value that we got from the user. So you see the red squiggly went away here because now we are returning a value from our custom method. Now all we have to do is go ahead and use that method down here in our main method. So let's go ahead and create an instance of our class. So we'll go ahead and make this GP7B, and we'll call this GP as the name, and then make it a new instance of our GP7B class. Now let's go ahead and use our custom method here. We'll create a new integer. We'll call this one return value, or return val for short. Assign that then our GP instance of our object of the class. GP is the instance of the class, so it's an object now, right? So that means that it has the get value method available to it. So we've passed that message to our GP object, get the value for us, so it'll run that custom method. And then we'll just go ahead and output that to the screen. Put in here the number you entered is plus our return value. So let's go ahead and run this. You can see there is our prompt to get a number. We'll type in the number 64, press enter, and it reports to us that the number that we entered is 64. So again, what we did here is create a value producing method. We added the value type that was going to be returned from the method, then it created the name for the method, and then in the body we put together the activity that we wanted to occur within that method, which is basically to take the, first prompt the user, then take the value from the user, and then return that value. And then we used that method right here where we assigned the results then of running our getValue method to our return variable, or return value, return val, and then just outputted that back to the screen. What I want you to do then for your guided practice 7B assignment will be to write a custom method called printEvenValue. And what I want that printEvenValue method to do will be to take input from a user, so prompt them first to enter an even number, take that input from the user, check it with a while loop to make sure that it is an even number, and if it is, go ahead and print it to the screen. If not, continue looping, asking them, well, first identifying that they entered an invalid entry, and then asking them to enter an even number again. So the way that this should work, you're going to prompt the user to enter an even number. Prime your while loop by testing that variable to see if it is an even number or not. If it is an even number, then you can ignore the while loop altogether and just return the number. But if it's not an even number, then inform the user that they typed an invalid entry, ask them again to enter an even number, and then just keep that loop going as long as they don't enter an even number. So we only want to get an even number returned from this value producing custom method that you're creating, and then use that in your main method for the final output. Just basically say something to the effect of your number is, and then what that even number value is. So until next time, happy coding. If you liked this video, please click the like button and leave us a comment down below. I also would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos are posted.